I heard a rumor there's more to being prepared than just guns and ammo. Impossible. Hey folks, welcome back to Bullets and Brass. Like I said in the intro, we are talking about other things that are just as important as the guns, the ammo, the tactical gear. Because if you're talking about being prepared for a shitty situation, the more likely shitty situations are things like groceries are unavailable for whatever reason. Could be, hurricane, storm, economy is fucked up, flooding, something. Like it's a more likely scenario. It happens on a regular basis that your local grocery store has nothing for several days or is just closed. There's a reason the phrase is beans and bullets, not bullets and beans. You have to eat first. Now you need both, because if you've got food and food is a short supply and you don't have the bullets, you're not going to have food for very long, right? But this is something you need to have balance on. At some point, you can very easily reach a stable point on ammo, on firearms equipment, on tactical gear. You reach a point where now it's incremental improvements for large amounts of money.
Hey, I need you to go click subscribe and a thumbs up. YouTube does not like firearms channels. It does not like anything that shows guns, ammo, magazines, shooting at any kind. They just don't. So do us a favor. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment. Every little bit of help you can give us with the YouTube algorithm goes a long way in keeping channels like this and some of the more entertaining oriented firearms channels going.
Additional guns, more specialized guns, more ammo than you need right now. You're preparing, long term, right? Better tactical gear, better armor, extra sets. These are all wonderful things. I'm not saying that's not something to work on. But if you have those, or if you're working on those beyond the bare minimum, and your pantry has food for 2 days, you need to reprioritize first. Make a list of what you use. What do you buy? Keep your receipts from a month. Okay? This is the easiest way to do it. Keep your grocery receipts for a month. Now you've kind of got an average. This is what we went through on a regular basis. If you do it for 2 months, now you're getting into things where you buy it and it takes a while to go through it. That bottle of ketchup, that bottle of mustard, that salad dressing that only your wife uses, that kind of thing. But you need to know, because the goal is you should be able to not go to the store for, at the very least, if you're doing the government suggested minimum, 72 hours. No utilities, no grocery store. For entertainment purposes, particularly if you've got kids, leave the internet going. But don't use it for anything that is not optional. So for example, don't use your internet access to get the weather report. Don't use that internet access to communicate with somebody. Now, if you have work-related stuff, if you feel free to use it. I'm not saying that you need to go cold turkey, but I'm saying that don't expect it to be there. Pretend it isn't there when you're talking about the important stuff. Maybe you should have your insurance company phone number written down. The non-emergency fire department and police lines and EMT lines, if that's separate from those. These are all things to have hard copy. Medical information, insurance information, at least the critical stuff, have hard copy. These are all things, like I'm not coming up with this on my own. These are all things that the government has said are good ideas, and that everybody in this field has said, yeah, those are the bare minimum. That's your starting point. That should be like, okay, I got a handgun or a rifle or a shotgun, and I've got a few boxes of ammo, and I've taken it to the range, and I know how it operates. Now, before I spend another dime on that, Let me make sure I've also gotten these done. If you are one person or two people, there's a really quick solution. Go get 6 Mountain House meals. Go get 9 Mountain House meals. Honestly, 6 for most people is enough, because that's 2 per day, 3 days, right? So 6 meals each. Get different stuff. Get your preference. Because keep in mind, those packages are not single serve. If you get a typical Mountain House meal, and if you are not actively like seriously burning calories, that's food for 2 in there. More than once on a camping trip, even when we were being active, I have split a Mountain House meal with somebody, and you combine that with some chips or some candy, a thing of hot chocolate or something, and we're both full. No problems. You need to adjust accordingly if you need more or less calories for what you're doing. So don't say, okay, 6 is all we're going to have, and that's it. But if you each have 6 Mountain House meals that you like, some for breakfast, some for dinner, some for, by the way, most of the breakfast ones suck. So if you find some other product that works better for that, go for it. But have some way to heat water for it. Have some way to heat up a can of Campbell's soup for all I care. Whatever it is. In my case, I have some camp stoves. These are little tiny portable. They go on either, attached to a fuel bottle for liquid fuel, or they attach to a small propane or butane bottle. Other than that, if you are massively out of shape, work on that. All the tactical gear in the world doesn't save you from the heart attack. I am overweight. I am working on fixing that. I am also working on getting in better general physical condition, improving my overall conditioning. If you are just overweight, but you are physically active all the time, your overall fitness level doesn't match your BMI. Great. Now all you got to do is work on the weight, because the weight is added stress on your body. Now, I'm not saying we all need to be, rail thin triathletes. I'm just saying these are things to work on. These are things to consider when you're looking at being prepared for bad situations. It's just common sense. Like, this is not rocket science, right? Now, other areas, training. Forget the guns and ammo. Do you know how to really use it? Do you know how to do something if somebody gets shot? What do you do? If they get shot in the leg, that's one thing. If they get shot in the chest, that's another. If they get shot in the arm, that's another. Different things. If you have an abdominal wound, how do you apply pressure? What do you do? These are all issues. Breathing issues. What do you do? If somebody in your family has a severe medical condition where they may need acute care, are you prepared to provide it? Do you have the materials? Do you have the knowledge? What is the plan if going to the ER is not an option? These are all things where you do this way in advance. You do this in the hopes that you'll never need it. But if you don't do it, the times that you do need it, it's too late. So, anyway, take care, have fun, stay safe, stay prepared. It is not easy. I know I'm abbreviating all of this. There are forums specifically for this. If you are on AR15.com, I imagine a lot of my viewers are. There is a survival forum. A lot of it is this kind of stuff. It's not, oh my God, they're preppers. It's people just being ready for daily life. So, ciao guys.